Get ready for the biggest NFL stories hitting your screen right now. We start with the mystery surrounding Vanderbilt's Diego Pavia. This Heisman voting contender and SEC Offensive Player of the Year went undrafted, and we break down exactly why experts are questioning his path to the NFL and what a former star told us about his journey.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we dive deep into the mock draft madness as we look ahead to 2027. We are examining the early projections for the Arizona Cardinals and what NFL writers are predicting for their quarterback situation, looking at the potential impact of Arch Manning and Dante Moore. Now we shift gears to the Cleveland Browns, where the team is making a key move in free agency. We explore the surprising addition of veteran fullback Michael Burton to help head coach Todd Monken, and whether this veteran presence is the missing piece for the Browns' offense. And finally, we look at the Carolina Panthers making massive moves immediately after the draft. We reveal the 11 undrafted free agents the Panthers have signed and discuss the specific targets like Haynes King and Jalen Coker, telling you exactly how the Panthers are building their roster for the future. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Following the conclusion of the NFL draft, speculation is mounting over the undrafted status of Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia. Despite receiving significant accolades, including finishing second in Heisman voting behind Fernando Mendoza and earning the SEC Offensive Player of the Year award, Pavia did not secure a selection. This outcome has sparked intense scrutiny among football analysts and scouts alike. Tyrann Mathieu, the renowned former NFL player known as the Honey Badger, recently offered insight into why he believed Pavia slipped through the cracks. Mathieu suggested that Pavia was distracted by a celebrity lifestyle, citing excessive podcast appearances, UFC fights, and social media presence as factors that prevented him from focusing solely on football. However, experts suggest that while Pavia may not possess the average physical stature of an NFL quarterback, his attitude could have been a significant hurdle. The report notes that Pavia's reaction after losing the Heisman Trophy reportedly did not reflect positively on him, potentially impacting NFL scouts. Pavia himself has expressed aspirations to emulate Johnny Manziel, a path that previously saw scouts overlook perceived flaws due to raw talent. The current assessment is that, in Pavia's case, scouts were unable to overlook deficiencies. Despite the undrafted status, Pavia did receive an invitation to the Baltimore Ravens minicamp, indicating that his talent still garnered attention within the professional football community. Early mock draft projections for the 2027 NFL Draft have illuminated potential strategies for the Arizona Cardinals, suggesting a significant pivot in quarterback strategy for the franchise. NFL writers have indicated that the Cardinals are expected to struggle in the 2026 season, projecting them to hold a top 3 pick in the 2027 draft. Crucially, there is a consensus among analysts that the Cardinals are likely to target a quarterback in the first round of the 2027 draft. The debate centers on which top-tier quarterback prospect they might target: Texas quarterback Arch Manning, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore, or Ohio State quarterback Julian Sayin. Mock draft scenarios have placed Arch Manning of Texas at the number 1 overall selection, while Dante Moore of Oregon is projected to go number 2, landing with the Miami Dolphins. Julian Sayin of Ohio State is predicted to be the number 3 overall pick, joining the New York Jets. Analysts are weighing the possibility of the Cardinals drafting a quarterback again after selecting Carson Beck in the 2026 draft. Some reports suggest that Dante Moore, after returning to Oregon to pursue a national title, could be a top contender, with one writer stating that if the draft were happening today, Moore would be the ideal target for Arizona. Other projections indicate that even if the Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett reach an agreement on an extension, They would use their first-round pick on Moore to either compete with or replace their current quarterback. Conversely, another projection highlights Arch Manning as a strong possibility, with one writer suggesting he is trending toward being the #1 pick in 2027 due to his development as a starter. The speculation underscores the Cardinals' need to address their quarterback situation heading into the next draft cycle, signaling a high-stakes period for the franchise. The Cleveland Browns have secured a veteran fullback in free agency, adding depth to the team's offensive scheme following the NFL draft. The addition is reportedly 10-year veteran Michael Burton. While the Browns made significant moves during the 2026 NFL draft, the acquisition of a fullback remained a gap for head coach Todd Monken. GM Andrew Berry pursued this option in free agency after the draft concluded. There is speculation that Monken may utilize existing personnel, such as offensive linemen, tight ends, or defensive tackle Aden Huntington, to fill the fullback role, given the number of players selected at those positions in the draft. However, Berry opted for the veteran Burton. Burton entered the NFL in 2015 as a fifth-round pick by the Detroit Lions. Over his 10-year career, he has appeared in 147 games for 6 different teams, accumulating more than 1,300 offensive snaps. His statistics include 42 carries and 31 receptions. Furthermore, Burton has contributed over 1,800 snaps on special teams. Pro Football Focus has rated Burton as a 70 or higher run blocker in 5 of his seasons, including the most recent year with the Denver Broncos. The signing of Burton so quickly after the draft has drawn attention. Analysts are now evaluating the likelihood of the veteran fullback integrating into Monken's offensive system. The Carolina Panthers are aggressively building their roster following the 2026 NFL Draft, with general manager Dan Morgan making significant moves across the board. While the team received highly regarded picks in the draft, Morgan has focused his attention on maximizing opportunities through the undrafted free agent pool. Sources indicate that the Panthers have already secured no fewer than 11 undrafted free agents, with further additions anticipated ahead of the rookie minicamp tryouts. These signings highlight the team's strategy of seeking talent in the free agency landscape. Key targets identified by the organization include a developmental quarterback to complement Bryce Young and Kenny Pickett. Haynes King emerged as a notable prospect after a successful evaluation visit, bolstered by a reported $300,000 guarantee. In the defensive and offensive lines, the Panthers have added depth, including interior defensive lineman Aaron Hall, noted for his physical attributes, and offensive lineman Isaiah Glass, who impressed during his time at Vanderbilt. The team's philosophy emphasizes performance, as they are a developmental staff. Jalen Coker stands out as the most successful undrafted free agent recently, rapidly developing into a legitimate #2 wide receiver option alongside Teteroa McMillan. While the success of other UDFAs remains to be seen, the Panthers believe these acquisitions significantly improve their chances for the upcoming season.